Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to set up your account to connect to the virtual desktop from Madison College. So we actually have to begin in Blackboard. You can see from my screen, I've already logged into the Madison College Blackboard system and I clicked the link to advance to my class. Now in my class's Blackboard site on the left, I'm going to look for a link that says something like virtual desktop or connecting to the virtual desktop. It might also use the acronym VDI, Virtual Desktop Interface. So I found that link, Virtual Desktop. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. That provides me all of the information and helpful tips that I need to know. The virtual desktop requires a two-step process when you're connecting to the virtual desktop from off campus. First of all, you have to use what's called a multi-factor authentication. You may have used this for other apps and other organizations. What we do is we set up an account with Madison College that will have the system send us a code every time we want to log into the virtual desktop. Okay, so let's set up our account for the multi-factor authentication. I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. This is step one of the two-step process. You have to log in using your Madison College username and password. It's the same username and password that you would have used to log into Blackboard. You'll notice that I didn't enter my email address, just the username portion. Okay, so now I've actually already set up my account. If you have not yet set up your account for the multi-factor authentication, you'll be asked, how do you want to receive notification? You can get a text message, you can get an automated phone call. I've already set it up so that every time it'll send me a little code via text. So here, now that I've logged in, I can change that setting. But what you'll see when you first go in is that it'll ask you, how do you want to receive the code? All right, once you have that information all set up, back to Blackboard we go. Okay, now in Blackboard, we're ready for step two. After you've set up your multi-factor authentication, you can go ahead and log in to the virtual desktop. I'm going to go ahead and click that link under the number 2. So again, log in with your username and password, and I'll give you a little hint that someone told me. Anytime that I see the Madison College logo or here in the background I can see the Truex campus, that means I only need to enter my username, not the whole email address. And again, this is the same username and password we use for everything, Blackboard, all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and there it is. On my phone, I've gotten the code. Now, I'll get a new code every time I try to log in to the virtual desktop. And the same will be true for you. We each get a unique code depending on our username, and you'll get a new code every time you log in. There's no way around it. It's just the way it works. Okay, so I've entered my unique code and now I'm going to log in. And again, I get a new code every time I log in. And then here we are. This is the next step as we're logging in. You have to click Madison College. That's the desktop or the virtual desktop that we want to connect to. It's going to take a little minute to load up. And what we're doing is we are connecting. It's as if we're logging in to a computer on campus. We're connecting to like a computer desktop that we would see on campus. We're just doing it away from campus. That's why it's called virtual. So we can see it's cooking away. It does take a little while to load. You can do this every time you need to use the Madison College systems. We can do it to access the software, software for classes, anytime you want to do anything using the computer setup from Madison College. So every time I'm ready to work on the assignments from my textbook or complete the homework that's been given to me, I need to log in to the virtual desktop every single time. Great, here we are. So now I'm ready to get to work. And I want you to sort of get comfortable. If you haven't used the virtual desktop before, or if you haven't used it very much, it's sort of a weird way of working, right? Because it looks like a regular computer desktop, but I'm going to go ahead and minimize, I'm doing all of this in Google Chrome. Remember, I was just in Blackboard a second ago, right? So I'm still in my Google Chrome web browser. If I minimize this down, oops, there's my email one more time. Here's my real computer desktop. My virtual desktop is a different environment. It looks very similar, but you always have to sort of keep your wits about you and remember which one you're working in. All right, good luck. If you have any issues with the virtual desktop, feel free to contact the Madison College Student Help Desk. Their phone number is 608-246-4444.